It's the National Football League on EA Sports. And up next, we'll see the dual threat, Christian McCaffrey. He's the NFL's ultimate red zone back and your leader in rushing touchdowns. It's the Panthers and the Ravens on EA Sports.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to historic Baltimore, Maryland and M&T Bank Stadium. Today we've got an interesting Week 11 matchup on tap between the Carolina Panthers and the Baltimore Ravens. Brandon Gaudin with my good friend Charles Davis. And Charles, you look at the Panthers in this matchup, and they know that they are in for a fight here.
And anytime you're dealing with the #1 defense in the league, all through your preparation, you know that yards are going to be tough to come by. But working in there...
The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. From the 6. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. But here are the Panthers out for their first possession and leading the offense in his first season with the team, quarterback Baker Mayfield.
And he's a guy who plays with a lot of emotion. He's learned how to channel it really positively because when he throws the football downfield and makes a big play, he'll be the first guy downfield to celebrate with you. But also when his team needs that confidence, when they need that jolt, they turn to him, and he's ready to provide it.
And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Throwing, Mayfield. And he will find the open man. It's DJ Moore. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Mayfield to Moore for the Carolina first. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And he'll go right back to Moore. Complete again. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. They go right back to him for 20 and a first. Mayfield down. Fuller brings it in over the middle. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line. Well, this defense very strong in that victory from a week ago.
There's a little bit of lightning talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week because the feeling...
The ball's out. McCaffrey lost it. And it's picked up by the Ravens. And now off to the races down the right side.
I think what we just saw there with that fumble return is the increased emphasis on taking the ball away from another team. And no one just fall on in football anymore, dude. And try and score themselves.
But when you fall 1 yard short of getting in the end zone as a former defender, you know it hurts a little bit, doesn't it?
Not only does it hurt, the laughter in film is going to be intense. You are going to get jumped on for not making it all the way to the end zone.
Although a jet sweep to start the drive. And he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown. James Prochet, his first touchdown on the year. And the Ravens use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one.
Well, that's how you take advantage of an early turnover. A sudden change situation. Turned over. How's both sides going to handle it? One side handled it way better. They went right out on the field and put the ball in the end zone.
One play, that just added insult to injury.
Yeah, that just tells you on the defensive side, they didn't come out ready to go. Still reeling from the fact that the ball got turned over.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. From the 6. And And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. The Panthers coming back out onto the field for their second drive. And they are back to 500 on the year, got the win last weekend, and it's one that kept their playoff hopes alive.
And if you do have those hopes, 500 is not where you want to be at this point of the year. Now, we know they've battled through some rough patches this season, so it now comes down to how they're going to finish. Not out of it. Can't afford any more missteps, though.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Now Mayfield. Looking sideline, and he's going to have his man as he was able to walk the tightrope there for the completion. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play, and it makes it 3rd down and 2 yards to go. Here's Mayfield. Another grab here for the dynamic Christian McCaffrey. So they'll wind up losing 5 yards on the play, and that's going to make it 4th down. So on 4th down, here's Johnny Hecker to punt it away. James Prochet deep for Baltimore. Pulled in at the 24. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And the Ravens, they'll take over. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 44. A man who missed all of 2021, this is J.K. Dobbins. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. To throw is Jackson. That's complete. It's Rashad Bateman. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. They'll try to run for it with Dobbins. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
And he is going to have a Ravens first down, so quite a call there. They go on 4th and inches and wind up getting 5 yards. Now it's Jackson. Looking for Bateman. He's got him complete. And he'll be marked out at about the 26-yard line.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
And that'll be taken in by Andrews for a Ravens touchdown. A great effort there with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Ravens are off to a 13-0 first quarter lead. Another impressive drive, so they're 2 for 2, 2 touchdowns. Charles, a great start to this ball game for them.
And one of the words that's really worked its way into our lexicon is stacking. They've stacked momentum each time out, not only on offense. Between those touchdowns, defense held, forced to punt and get the ball back, and they've played awfully well in this one. Both sides playing at optimum level.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. From the 6. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. The possession of the football goes over to Carolina. They're down 15-0 here already, needing to jumpstart this offense. 1st and 10. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Mayfield knocks this forward. It's a jet sweep. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. 15-0 our score. It's the NFL on EA. Panther football to start quarter number 2 as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And that little deke, the juke move that we saw, able to give him the first down yardage before he's brought down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. To throw, Mayfield. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far at 2nd down. To throw on 2nd and 10. Mayfield. Toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. Here's Fuller with a catch. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. And a big 32-yard play on 3rd. Mayfield to throw it. Got a man complete. It's Fuller again. Touchdown, Carolina. Will Fuller, 33 yards. And the Panthers are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Gonzalez good on the extra point. And this is back to an 8-point game. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told. And the end result, a Panthers touchdown. Fielded right around the 8. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. They were winners the last time they took the field, which was 2 weeks ago. They had the open week last week, so this is a squad that should be really refreshed and ready to roll.
I would agree, because when you get that open week after a victory, it does wonders for everyone. Obviously, your body, get a chance to heal up, but your mind as well. You feel good about winning, so now you can get away from it for a few days, put down the playbook, turn off the film. Just be you. Enjoy that time away, and then you come back ready to go.
And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Now Jackson. And that will be incomplete.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
4th down. Here's Jackson. And he's got his tight end. That's Andrews. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line. CD, we have seen some great runs the last few times we've been together, but I think we can at least put this one in our top 5. That was a determined gallop there.
And that, in a nutshell, shows you what this guy's made of. I mean, most guys in the NFL just can't do that. He absorbed the contact, refocused himself, and made a break for the end zone.
That's taken in by Duvernay. And the Ravens are going to be set up with a 1st and goal here as the tackle made at the 9. They'll run with Dobbins. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. J.K. Dobbins, his 3rd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Ravens go up by 2 touchdowns. Well, they move the ball down the field through the air, Charles, and then finally they get the running game involved, and it works to perfection. Touchdown.
And, partner, I kept waiting for that running game to come into play and actually saved it until the very end. Touchdown goes on his stat sheet, but you and I both know, and he knows as well, his teammates airing it out made this a successful drive.
And he is going to be stopped short of the goal line. Oh, they'll mark him inside the 1. He just couldn't keep churning those extra few inches, and the 2-point attempt is turned aside. And Smith not going to bring it out, so it's a touchback. Carolina getting set to take the field. Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've got to be pretty revved up, don't you think?
He rifles one that's intercepted. It's Chuck Clark picking it off, and the Panthers are going to take possession of the football. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
Got his man, Robbie Anderson. It's a 7-yard gain and good enough to move the chains. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Straight ahead with Hubbard. And that play went nowhere. 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Mayfield. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Well, it hasn't been a banner first half for the defense trying to cover him today, but they'll take that one right there, helping force that incompletion.
On 3rd down, Mayfield. Trying to get it to Anderson, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Marcus Williams. And the Ravens are going to take possession of the football. After the interception, here's Jackson. Buying time to his left. And he'll just get rid of it.
That was nice work there defensively to force the incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the 1st down. On 3rd down, Jackson. Open man is Bateman. It's complete. And he will have a Ravens 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Jackson from the shotgun. He'll find Bateman once more. And they're going to move it down inside the 25. 2nd and 2. Jackson, draw play to Dobbins. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to 3rd down. Now it's Jackson. Yeah, that one going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
They'll run for it. It's Edwards. And he'll have the 1st down, getting this one to the 14-yard line. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. From the red zone now, here's Jackson on 1st down. He'll swing this out to Dobbins. And this carry terminated at the 8-yard line. Good stick skill showing the power, but just not much room to operate. Ball on the 8. It's 2nd and 4. Jackson now. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. Devin Duvernay in the final seconds of the 1st half. And the Ravens would extend their lead here just before halftime.
That's one of the better examples of clock management I've seen. Whittled it all the way down just about and still put the ball in the end zone.
Well, just a methodical drive and something really to take into the lockers here. And he is into the end zone, so they get 2 more on the board here just before halftime. So not much time to work with here. 9 seconds remain in the half as this one is away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. Final play of the half, Mayfield. He's letting this one go for Fuller. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll send you down to Orlando and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Things starting to get interesting in this final weekend before Thanksgiving. So let's see what's going on around the NFL. We'll start up at Highmark Stadium, just outside of Buffalo. And it's the Browns who have the lead late in the first half. Deshaun Watson throwing the football well. He has 3 touchdown passes.
Halftime over, no problem with us. We skip right to the third quarter and continue this midseason contest. Okay, Coach, thanks as always to you and the gang in Orlando as we welcome everyone back in for quarter number 3. The Ravens ready to receive it, and they've got the lead as well as we resume play in the second half. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Up come the Ravens now. They'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They're obviously right now in the driver's seat, comfortably ahead. They've scored on a couple straight possessions, Charles. And, I mean, for them, I guess it's just more of the same, right? Keep doing what you've been doing.
Yeah, it's not typical for us to see games out of reach in the third quarter. Right now, they're unstoppable in this one. And seeing how they just came out onto the field, it does appear that they're done scoring points in this one. They look awfully confident.
A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3.
But no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be third down. Here's Jackson. And this is going to be hauled in by the tight end Andrews. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. They were looking to throw, holding on the big right tackle.
That's real simple, partner. Keep your hands inside in the chest area. You're probably okay. You get it out on the shoulders, get them wide. Usually going to pick up a holding call.
That is caught, Rashad Bateman. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
From the 45 on 2nd down, Jackson. And this is into the hands of Andrews downfield. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
Here's a throw out wide complete to his running back right side. And he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10. The first down screen pass, good for 5.
The key to any screen play is all in the deception, and that means everyone on the offensive side of the ball. But someone gave it up because that one wasn't very well concealed. And the defense able to rally to him and hold him for just...
Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19. Yetur Gross-Matos getting in there to make the play. Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. They'll look to throw here. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by J.C. Horn. And the Panthers are going to have the football here at their own 18-yard line. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the third quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this third quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and it'll be second down. Throwing, Mayfield. And he drops it incomplete, and their struggles continue here. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Here's Mayfield. Ball had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
Well, partner, they certainly played up to their top 10 defensive ranking this week. They've stifled this opposing offense throughout this game. This contest is now lopsided because of their efforts, and there's still a quarter to go.
Ooh, the juke. Call it a 48-yard punt. Give them 9, though, on the return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Baltimore about ready to go on offense. As this offense takes the field against CD. Remember, last drive, they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time. And
we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in the second half. They're going to hurry back to the line now. Jackson on first down. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the third quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
Holding offense.
So a holding penalty, and that'll send him backwards.
You know they're trying not to do that. I mean, we know that, right? We talk to them all the time. But sometimes the defensive guys just put you in awkward situations, and you get caught grabbing their jerseys.
Jackson's throws on target to Duvernay. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. A tall task ahead of them here, needing a full 15 yards to move the chains. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
I think someone's going to get into QB1's ear when he gets to the sideline. Already thrown an interception. That one should have been picked. Look, let's just be honest about it. That'd be the second person in his ear because he's hearing it in the huddle right now.
Not the start to the game he wanted. Like you said, the pick on the opening drive, second drive, not much better. Open man is Duvernay. And he is going to have a Ravens first down as the defense nowhere to be found there. A gain of 20 on 4th down. That'll be caught. Wallace hauls it in. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. We have played 3 quarters. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now in Baltimore. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Jackson going to give this one to Edwards. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well. Edwards will take this into the end zone. It's a Ravens touchdown. When coaches come into a game preaching total team effort, CD, I think this is the type of ball game that they're dreaming of. It was pretty apparent early on that they were clicking in all three phases. It's been fun to watch.
Yeah, sometimes in the NFL you end up with matchups like we've been watching here. And when you go back to the early drives, you can just see that one squad is on a different level in this game. Safe to say, we have been disappointed watching their execution throughout this contest.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And Smith chooses not to return it, and they'll bring it out to the 25. Here's the Carolina offense as they get ready to take over here. Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
To the sideline. Wow, what a catch. Doesn't get a lot out of it, but he is able to keep the feet in bounds. From the 40 now on second down. Mayfield. He's up to 88 yards receiving in the ballgame now, and he's got a first down. Mayfield now. They'll set up the screen here for Hubbard. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. But despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. Second down. Mayfield with it once more. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. And the Ravens are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 24-yard line. Over this advantage, this defense knew that passes were coming, and they stayed in position, Charles, and picked one off here in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, what a way to cap things off, huh? Because I think this is part of the game within the game. They see the scoreboard, they see what they can accomplish, and they went for it.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They'll start on the ground with Dobbins. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Jackson to Bateman there, first down Ravens.
There's a beautiful throw there, and he's been sensational the entire game and moving it around, spreading it, hitting the right guys. And look, under normal situations, partner, I would expect him to come out of the game now. They've got it in hand. But you and I have been around this league a long time, and every time we ask head coaches about it, hey, why don't you take your quarterback out when the game's in hand? They just kind of give us that look like.
Matt Rule, not a big fan of that last call, and he's going to go ahead and challenge it. So the challenge there does not go their way. This will indeed remain a completed pass. Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
I think it's fairly safe to call this game over, but they're still trying to bomb it downfield and add to their lead. Almost makes you start to feel for the defense and root for them a little bit too.
On second down, a run with Dobbins. And down inside the 40 to about the 38. This offense so far on third down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This time it's 3rd and 3. And he will have a Ravens first down. They needed 3. He doubled that. He got 6.
Brandon, sometimes it just comes down to the power of suggestion, because I know exactly what they said all week long. We're coming off the open week. We'll have the fresher legs in the fourth quarter, and they will wilt when we get to that point. And right now, it appears that they're thinking that exact thing.
Yeah, offensively, they had the bye last week. Defensively, did not. Is that really a big factor? Is that more talk during the week?
I think the more that you talk about it, the more that you emphasize it, the more sometimes it comes true for your team.
Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. Here comes play number 9 now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. Jackson. A slant route caught by Bateman. And they'll get this down to the 10. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They have been unstoppable this afternoon, Charles. They just went after them from the start, and pass plays like we just saw. They're continuing their dominance here despite the big lead in the fourth quarter.
And that they have in every way. And plays like that across all phases of the game, they've just been effortless for them in this one. And that's what's helped them build such a large lead and allowed them to smile as this game continues. Such a tough position to defend near the line, even when you add a second defender, but the big man shrugged off the extra body and made the play call a success.
Oh, Jackson's going to throw it. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Xavier Woods with a pick. Through an opening, and there he goes. The 40, 20, 10. And he will bring this one back. It's a pick six for a Panther touchdown. Gonzalez to add the PAT. Now that shaves a bit off the lead. It's now a 23-point game. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick six. This one taken just inside the 10. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Ravens ready to take over. And it would appear that the open week a week ago came just at the right time as they have dominated the proceedings here into this fourth quarter. Back to the air, Jackson following the pick six. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Well, we just saw something you don't ordinarily see, and that's him trying to deep ball after throwing a pick six on his previous pass. Normally, they give him something safe to get his confidence back. Instead, they let him fire it downfield, albeit unsuccessfully.
And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. Off the play fake to Dobbins. Here's Jackson. And he's got his tight end. That's Andrews. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. And despite the late lead, Jackson to throw. He's able to find Wallace. Now another timeout called for by the offense. That'll leave him with just 1 remaining in this fourth quarter of play. From the red zone now, here's Jackson on first down. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. To throw again is Jackson. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now. The passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out because this one, it was over a long time ago.
They're going on 4th down. It's Jackson. And this will be caught. Well, forget taking the knee. Some late gamesmanship here as they throw for a late touchdown. So it goes from a 3-score to a 4-score lead here in the closing moments of the fourth quarter. And whether they got that bonus touchdown or not, it's been a pretty impressive performance.
And they did it with not much time left. Well, they took what little time was on the clock and used it well, didn't they? Put a real exclamation